Hi, I'm Paul Brodie, back in the shop again. Mitch behind the cameras, and last Thursday I went to the post office and I got the seat. Pretty nice. I really like it. It turned out nice. It's made by Greg Hunt, and he also made the seats on the Excelsiors. For those of you that know that I worked on an Excelsior project, this is also what he did. So he does a lot of horse stuff, but he also does this kind of stuff too. And how I met him, I started on the Excelsior projects in 2005, and then in 2006 I took a bike. It's the mock-up bike, and it went down to, it was the swap meet. And I had the bike showing there, and I tried some local people who work with leather, and I had 3 different people make me seats, and they were terrible. I thought, I don't know, maybe I got to make seats myself, but I didn't really want to. And then down at the Davenport swap meet, the bike was there, and a man came by, and he said, I can do a better seat than that. And I said, you better give me your name. So that's how we met. That was 2006. So I'm still getting work done by Greg. I really like this seat. Okay, so we need a seat post now. I got some seat posts here. Let me show you what I got. I got a handful. See these? These are seat posts that are available now. You can buy them, and there's other kinds as well. This is an El Cheapo, right? It's got the ratchet system, click, and it's just made awfully. So I needed something for the seat. And I got the seat Thursday, like I mentioned, and then Thursday night, it's after midnight, and I'm lying in bed and I cannot sleep. And all I can think about is seat posts. And I couldn't get to sleep for a few hours. And in my mind, slowly, I could see what I wanted. And it didn't look anything like this, because it wouldn't be right to have this seat post or something like this on an 1894 Giraffe bike. So I needed something that was unique. So I came up with this. And it's sort of a cone-shaped system, like a wedge. So as you tighten up the nuts, the bolts on each side, see how it's got a wedge there? So it holds better. If it's a shallow angle, it'll hold really well, but there's a space consideration here. Also, if this was larger, it would hold a lot better, but you don't want it to be too big. So I think this is the best solution. And then this is the seat post here. So I did a little bit of work a few days ago. That's the seat post. That's the right size to go into the frame. And then I'm going to make this piece here, and it's going to go up and it's going to get nickel silvered in there. So we're doing work on the lathe, work on the mill, and we're also doing some nickel silvering today. So thanks for tuning in, and let's get going. Oh, look at that. That's going to work. A little TIG welding around there, a little filing. All right, what we got to do now is the taper. That's a good fit, eh? All right. Okay, there we go. So what it looks like when this goes on, that's what it looks like. That's going to be the top of the seat post. Little TIG weld, sand it smooth. I'm going to bore out the metal now, save a little weight. Oh, look at that. That's a nice wall thickness. One. I'm TIG tacking now. That's what I'm doing. I just wanted to show you this. This is 1.25" bronze. That's what it's called. But when you measure it, 1.285. So it's oversized. So what that means is if you take a cut, you'll end up with 1.25" bronze. Just in case you didn't know that. There we go. We got 4. They're all done. I do have to round the corner. That can happen later. So on to the next stage. Okay, I did not have a single low spot in the weld, so I don't have to go back and do a little TIG tack. Just have to polish that now, so get my emery cloth. I'm satisfied with that. It's going to get nickel plated, so it's going to look nice, I hope. Okay, so the next part we're going to do is the piece that goes across like that. It's got the cones on each side. So I'll grab that metal and then we'll do some machining. rapid tap. That's what that is. That's a 1/4 inch National Fine, a spiral point tap. That's what I'm thinking of. What I'm doing now is I'm marking out using the tool bit. See I've got this big radius there? That's what I got to cut now. So I'm measuring from the end of it here over to the shoulder, and it's about 350. Can you see that's my eyeball there? So I'm measuring 350, and then I'm going to make a mark, and then I'm going to make a mark over here, and then I'll take out metal. So that's about where that goes, like that. Okay, so that's not bad. What I'm going to do to polish that, I'm going to put a rag here, and I'm going to use a spiral roll, and that'll make that pretty nice. So this is going to be, it's a perfect fit. Okay, we'll do the next one. I need to hold this somehow. So if I take a 1/4 inch bolt and I hold it through there, then I can hold this in the chuck to machine that. I've got a 5/8 end mill in there. I'm going to spot face right on the top. I've centered it, and this is going to fit really nicely. It's going to be perfectly in line. Then we're going to nickel silver. So here we go. make it a little bigger. It is a bit of a lump of metal. It's not a light piece, so it's going to take a little bit of heat to make it come up to temperature. I want to put a nice little bead around, not have to do hardly any sanding. Okay, I'm happy with that. I made a bolt. I took some 303 stainless and it machines nicely, and I machined this. And here's the other one. It doesn't have the flats on it yet. So we're going to go over to the mill now, and I'm going to show you how we put these flats onto this piece here, okay? So there's a holder. See this? I made a holder. And that goes like that. Then I put it in the vise. I give it a good crank. Because you always have to hold it somehow. You can see here, that's my drawing. You see how this goes in like that. I've checked it out. Here's the brazing from yesterday, nickel silvering. Got to do a little bit of polishing there, just a little bit, but I like how that turned out. Let's go to the mill. I got the rotary table up on end, and we need to cut 4, so it's every 90. And I'm spinning a 1/2 inch end mill at 850, and the stainless cuts pretty nicely. Put a little bit of oil on there. Here we go. I just take off the little sharp edges. That's what it looks like. I could make this out of a longer piece of 1/2 inch, but that's a lot of work to machine down this and to cut a thread there. So easier just to get some grade 8 ready rod. It's 1/4 inch, National Fine, and it's strong. I can tell when I cut it with a hacksaw, it's got a carbon content in it. So I put a little bit of Loctite here, a little bit, there we go. And I crank it down. That's what keeps it in there. Then I hacksaw off the excess. That's an easy way to make a nice bolt. And it's on the inside. Nobody sees it. And it's good. It's good. Every time I get my hacksaw out, I think of Alan Milliard. He cuts motors in half and welds them back together again, makes 5 cylinders, 6 cylinders, whatever. Pretty cool. Here's my 2 pieces per side. I made up a cardboard shim because we have to have a press fit or a squeeze on the seat rails, and then I made up a little dowel pin because otherwise it can shift. this way it's going to hold it right in line, like that. There it is. Okay. So that's what gets held in the vise, and then we center it, and then we center it this way so that we know where the center is, and then we know how much to offset it, because the seat rails have to go right past that 1/4 inch bolt. That's my plan. It's an odd size of drill that I have to use. I think it's an L drill. It's a letter drill. And because I'm at an angle, it's going to want to go out. So I've got and the size is 0.290. So I've got a 5/16 ball end mill that I want to start and go almost up to the full size, but not quite, but to the same size as the drill, if that makes sense. So we'll see how this works out. A little bit of chatter too. Okay. Okay. It's through. Okay. I need to take off the sharpness, so I've got my spiral roll. You notice I'm resting my hand here. It makes it more stable. I have more control. See how it all goes together. So these can go like that, or they can go like that. There is a choice here. I think I want to try it in the lower position. It's the maiden voyage. That's what this is. I think I like it. So you can make it pretty tight. Okay, so that's pretty snug. There we go. I think I'm happy with that. And Mitch can finally go home now. Hey, thanks for watching. We always appreciate your loyalty. Mitch and I like coffee. If you buy us some coffees, that would be fantastic. Please like, subscribe, tell your friends, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.